friends. Good morning. This is another early morning vlog type podcast. Um, it's just gone 6 a.m., so lighting's a bit dodgy if you're watching this video. And I'm up early. I've got my cup of tea, my British tea to start the day, and weirdly, I'm literally waiting for my gym to open at 7 a.m. I don't know who this new person is that I've become, but I like it. So in December, I decided to really take my health a bit more seriously. I was far too overweight, my body was shutting down, and I started going to the gym 4 to 5 times a week very slowly. And this has now become a habit since December. So we're now in March. Um, and it's becoming I forgot to put the phone on silent. Sorry. It's becoming. I laugh at the fact that it's becoming so um, habitual for me to just get up and go to the gym. And it's a Saturday morning and it's not even 7 o'clock and I'm up and I am ready to go to the gym. Like, who even am I? I don't even recognize myself. But this is part of creating habits that are good for us. Like me going to the gym automatically means I feel better, my mental health is better, my body starts to look better, I drink more water, and it has this knock on effect. I get more sleep, I'm a happier person, I'm less cranky, I snack less. Like it all has a tremendous knock on effect. And I feel like um, I am ready to making millions of dollars my new habit. Like, this is gonna be my new habit that I become a little bit obsessed with, like making millions. How do we make millions every year, every month, or even every day? That is going to become my new habit. So, friends, I'm so glad you're here to follow along with me, even on these early morning blogs and things. All right, the dog wants to come up. So the dog is now in my lap, and he probably bopped my microphone that I have on my head. Um, so, what was the point of this one today? So, I wanted to talk about money, and I'm going to give you some numbers in this one of how I plan to get to $1 million in a year. But it started because a friend of mine called me the other day. So he's like an online friend. I met him from through Clubhouse. So this would have been back in 2020 when Clubhouse blew up. And he's a property developer. And he's a great guy. Like I've got so much respect for him. He owns lots of properties. He's quite wealthy, older guy. And he's ADHD. He's autistic. He's just a ball of energy. Like my favorite type of people. Like a lot of my clients are ADHD or they're autistic, and they're just my people. Anyway, so I bonded with him, and out of the blue, he called me to say, "Look, I'm following your $1 million year. Like this is such a great idea. Let me know how I can help you in any way. Like whatever you need. Like I've got you." And then he says, so, how are you going to do it? Are you going to do something like drop shipping? Because I've got a friend who does drop shipping and like she's earning like 10K a month and blah 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 blah. And so he's going off on one of his little tangents, a bit like me, which just makes me laugh. And I sort of say to him, well, no, like I'm not gonna. I'm not learning something new to make $1 million. Like I'm using the skill sets that I already have to make $1 million. So I am like the queen of making courses and digital offers, and that's what I'm going to be doing. And in that moment, I thought to myself, either he's not like fully understood what I'm doing, or I haven't really explained and conveyed it very well to you all about what I'm actually going to be doing. And so I thought I'd take a little bit of time in this episode to do that. And then towards the end of this episode, I'm going to share like my numbers of how I project to do this. Because being open, transparent, and all of that good stuff, there's a dog for the camera for those of you watching on YouTube. Oh, hi. Did you give me a little kiss back? Thanks, buddy. He's such a cutie. Um, but like an absolute beast on the streets. Like he thinks he's a Rottweiler, even though he is the size of a rat. But anyway, I digress. So what I'm going to be doing is selling a digital offer. That's what I'm doing. And it's a hybrid between like a structured program, an implementation group with a mastermind. And the very goal of it is to help people make more money by using some of these evergreen strategies that I like to teach. And this is going to be my first high ticket, like real high ticket kind of offer that I'm putting out there. And I keep flipping between the pricing on this, and I will make a final decision on it. But it's really a beautiful culmination of all of my years of coaching, of tech coaching, of AI wizardry, like, and it's an amalgamation of all of those things. And on top of that, with a sprinkle of me in it. So there's access to me in this, which is pretty priceless because I've got one of those brains that is built for business, spots a hole a mile away, has a solution in a nanosecond. And I love doing the live call element. That's my favorite part of my business, is getting on a live call with a group of people and like just my brain, like the cylinders firing. That's the bit that I love. So that's going to be a part of this new offer that I'm creating. So let's talk about numbers, right? Because ultimately, selling anything is just a numbers game. I mean, okay, it is a little bit more than that, but it's a numbers game. And I remember when I had the idea to do this, thinking like $1 million, like all of those zeros, it felt like a huge mountain to climb. Like, how am I ever going to get there? Like, I've never made 500,000 on my own yet. So, um, the idea of going to 1 million just seems like otherworldly, like just not possible. So I looked at the numbers, and looking at the numbers really gave me a sense of peace, because I was like, okay, so if I sell this thing for $5,000, I need 200 people. And I'm like, that's not a lot of people. And then I was like, oh, what if I sold this thing for $10,000? I need 100 people. And then in my brain, I was like, but in December, I ran an event, a mystery event, and I brought in, I think it was 105 paying customers in 1 month. And okay, full transparency, it was a very low ticket offer. It was like, I don't know, $10 or something. But I still had 105 paying customers. So in my brain, I'm like, okay, so we just need to accelerate what I'm already doing now for a higher ticket offer. And I'm like, could I sell to 100 people in a year, a high ticket offer? I think, yes, I can if it's the right high ticket offer. Or could I sell to 200 people in a year with the right offer? That delivers a really clear, powerful outcome for them. Yes, I think I could. And suddenly, making $1 million doesn't feel as scary. And I wanted to share this because, for some of you who might be trying to hit your first 5K month or your first 10K month or maybe even your first 1K month, it's just a numbers game. So look at the number and then ask yourself, well, how can I get there in the easiest way? If it was a 10K month, could you sell one offer at 10K to one person in a month? Or could you sell it to two people at $500 a month? Sorry, 5,000 a month to get to a 10K month. It's just numbers. Or 10 people at 1K a month. It's just numbers. And when we look at it as just numbers, oh, the calm sets in. So there we go. That's my morning dump for you. And I'm going to head off to the gym now. So I hope you've enjoyed it. And I'll see you on the next one. Oh, and don't forget to leave some comments. Love you.